What's up, you inquisitive people? I've had more requests for a Rick James story. Oh my goodness. That's all I get. Yeah, man, you gotta do another Rick James. Gotta do another Rick James. Come on, man. We need another Rick James. That's why I stayed away from it because it was so much. You would not believe as many emails as I got to do Rick James. I said, I gotta put some space in between Rick James. Because people just hear that they want to jump right to another Rick James. I'm like, we gotta keep space in it. And when people stop talking about it, that's when we'll come with the Rick James. Catch them off guard. Catch them off balance. Anyway, now let's get back to it. Rick James Stories Part 15. And what this is a mix between what happened with 14 and what happened with 15. Now, Rick and Tony and Nathaniel, they love to play jokes. So Tony just was always the butt of Rick jokes. Tony was always too scared to really do something back with Rick. Nathaniel was not like that. Nathaniel would crack on Rick. And Rick respected that. He loved that. That he didn't care about like how Rick would get if Rick would get emotional about it. He would just talk right back to Rick. So it was it was funny. But when the whole thing happened with the alligator with Tony, Rick guy had to break up a fight that was going on up top. That's when Rick left, and that's how he missed. And remember, I told you it was the two girls that was fighting. The reason they was fighting because one of the girls, Rick was like dating one of them. Well, he was dating one, and the other girl, Rick liked her. She was new, hanging around, and she wanted to get with Rick, and Rick was gonna get with her. And Rick is trying to tell her just to roll with it. So she's Rick. Why you like me? What's wrong with me, Rick? Lisa, it's not like that. I love you. All right, this girl can't touch you. She can't touch you. But I need to know. I mean, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? We just all trying to, just trying to experiment. I don't love her. She cool. We might kick it every now and then, but I don't love her, babe. So the girl got salty because Lisa was always coming down on her. So the girl had to tell her, well, me and Rick finna spend time tonight. So if he's so lucky you, why he gonna be with me? You know how women get. So Rick had to come out there and neutralize the situation and talk to both of them like players. So each girl was okay with their position. Rick spit some game. Now they back at the house. Now all this thing is over. They back at the house smoking and music playing and all this stuff. They laughing and joking. So in the thing, everybody was roasting Tony. Tony, man, I passed out because of the heat. I ain't even see no alligator. Now why you scream, Tony? You saw that alligator, man. I ain't see nothing, man. I screamed because it was hot, man. I'm like, man, and I fell out, man. I wasn't screaming. It was Tony, you was screaming for your life. You done scared the alligator. I could have brought that alligator back here and trained it. Could have trained that alligator. I could have had it on stage, put a leash on him out there, man. That'd have made it funky. No, ain't nobody ever did that. Ain't nobody ever brought no alligator out there. You saw Alice Cooper, though. He brought a snake, but they ain't brought no alligator out there because they too scared. I'd have brought that mother and alligator right on stage. So Rick was all about that. He was all about being eccentric and doing something new. So everybody laughing because they think Rick crazy. So why they doing all this? Why they doing all this? They sitting around playing cards. So then everybody get to cracking, talking about, man, Rick, you know you always cheat. Rick, you know you cheat. So they sitting there playing cards and roasting and talking about he cheating. And Rick is talking about Nathan. Nathaniel, man, I know you ain't talking. You always cheap. You always cheap. Ain't never got no money. Like nobody ever paying you. You ever say you go with him every time you go somewhere? He always needs some money on something he got. You go in there, you need everybody to chip in on a half a pint. You ain't never got enough money for nothing. Don't you make people think I can't pay you, Nathan? Where your money go, Nathan? So everybody laughing at Nathan like, yeah, that is true, man. We always pay. So Nathan like, yeah, all right. I know you ain't talking, old man. So he started roasting him like, look at him, man. Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, look at you, man. All your hair falling out. Look at him, Tony. Look at all them gray. Look at him, all the gray hair. Because Rick had, I think, some strands of gray. Like 2 pieces of hair that's gray. Like, man, you better get the dye out. Or cut them gray strands out there, boy. You getting old. So everybody started laughing at Rick getting old. Rick didn't like that. Because I guess it was some girls in there that they were kicking it with that was new and probably meeting Rick for the first time. And he ain't really liked that too much. So Rick started laughing. Oh, I know you ain't talking. Rick get up, look at his head. Look at his head. So Rick, look at it. I'm gonna show y'all the great spots you got in your head. Talk about me. So Rick get over there, he going through his head. Look at this, y'all. Look at the head. Rick get behind him right now. That thing is still sitting in the chair. He laughing. Rick turning his head. Look at this, y'all. Look at it. Rick get behind him and punch him dead smack in the back of his head. Pop, pop, pop. I mean, just drilled him in the back of his head with like 3 punches, dripping and drinking. Drilled him in the back of his head, man. That thing, you jumped up. Hey, man, what's Rick? And grabbed him. I didn't battle with you, boy. I love you, boy. Come here, Nene. Put him in the headlock. Boy, I tell you, man, you messing with me, boy. You lucky, man. You lucky I know you, Nathaniel, boy. You know, boy, I'd have knocked you out, boy. So, Nathaniel, like, was this real or like, don't go, man. You just hit me in the back of my head. So he was confused and laughing, like was this real? And people didn't know how to react because of the way Rick just diffused the situation. But Rick was embarrassed, and that's just how he dealt with it. He had to deal with it with a little class and a little crazy and a little Rick. But they were cool because they ended up jamming that night. Like, man, let's go to the club. Went out, did some clubbing. And it was a good time. But that's it. That's how that night went. That's about it for that. Yeah, so this is part 15. So this should feed y'all and keep y'all cool for a while. But I'm gone. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget to follow the playlist, Rick James Stories playlist. I'm out.